Okay, and welcome to episode 6 in our Newport County journey in Series 1. We're currently in League 1 and we find ourselves sat in 23rd place within the league with 13 points from 16 games. We only have minus 7 goal difference, which means that we're in and around it. A couple of wins would see us pull out of these relegation places. We're not doing too well within 16 games at the moment, and we have a lot to do to improve on our position this year. As you can see, we've only won 4 in 16 and we've lost 11. We have one draw in there, which means that from 5 of the 16 games we're doing okay. But if we look at the teams around us, so for example, if we look at Leyton Orient, who have won 3 and 5, so that's 8 games, and Exeter, which have won 2 and 5, they're doing better than us in realistic terms. Because they have more games which they're undefeated for, so they seem to be picking up the points a little bit better than us. Questionable for Exeter because they are 2 points behind us, but they are showing willing because they're undefeated. Not undefeated, that they've drawn 5, so that means that they picked up more draws and 2 less losses than us, which means a few more draws, a couple of wins, they could easily turn things around. And if we continue on our form, we'll drop bottom of the table despite having 2 more wins than them. There certainly is a foundation at Exeter for them to turn things around, but we certainly need to turn things around sooner rather than later. As you can see, I've made the new overlay, and I'm just playing around with some of my streams and just some of the editing. And just trying to improve them as I try to get on each episode and every stream that I have. So what you can find here is a new overlay and the new frame that I have, which is mostly based around Faz from Gears of War 5 and Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5. 2 of my favourite characters in video games, so trying to relate this here to the simulation. I know by looking at it I can see that I've taken up quite a bit of the view. Faz is blocking out some of the financial elements that we can previously see, but it doesn't matter too much as I can go into that financial area and you can take a look in more depth as you wish or if you really wanted to. So we're away from home now against Swindon Town, just turning 31 or 30 or 31 in game time simulation, which is pretty cool element of the game. So we're just going to continue here and just hopefully that we can pick up some points away from home, whether it's a draw or whether it's going to be a win. I really obviously would prefer a win, and we would need these 3 points to keep us in that mix of trying to pull ourselves out, because if we pick up a loss here and our teams around us pick up a win or they pick up a draw and they're adding points on, then we're really going to struggle in the weeks to come. It may also make a difference at the end of the season, where we could end up finishing bottom of the season, at bottom of the table at the end of the season, and that a couple of points could make the difference. And I really hope that it doesn't, and that we can pick up points sooner rather than later. We're not doing too well on goal scoring form, if you saw in our previous episodes, and we're currently scouting on 2 strikers, which I'd love to take on loan, which is really important for us at the moment. Having a striker or a couple of players which can change the game is going to be really important for the players that we bring in. We have to make the right decision for us, because our financial situations, whether it's a loan, whether it's a free sign-in, whether we're going to take on a sign-in in the very small transfer budget we have. I doubt it, so we're going to look on to rely on some loans. There are 2 young players which I'm still looking at that would be beneficial to us, so there's a lot for us to sort of review over the next few weeks and make sure we get the right players in and around us. So here we are, we're just about to go into this game against Swindon Town away from home. So I'm really looking forward to where we're going to go from here, but I'm going to be disappointed if we come away from this with a loss. I really believe that we can pick up a win here, and some draw, or maybe a draw. It's just the key element here is taking some points away, or a point. I want to certainly start adding these up and trying to make the most of each game, because as I said, this could make the difference at the end of the season. But 4 minutes in, we're not off to the greatest start. We're not pressing well. We didn't win the ball back. They've just played it through nice and calm, left hand side, good finish for them. Swindon would be happy Obviously, we're not happy being 1-0 down already. Usually, we're finding ourselves 1-0 down quite easily. We've scored there, but it's going to be disallowed. Perhaps that is showing that we have some positive elements about this game and we can turn things round. But it's not good that we're 1-0 down and we've had a disallowed goal. So here we are. Oh, off the post, I believe that was, or goalkeeper push it onto the post. We're starting to get back into this game now. 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 more on target than Swindon. Swindon now have more shots than us. They're building up their shots, same amount on target. We need to prevent them from having their shots. They'll be happy with the minutes ticking on in this game, and that they're stopping us from taking shots or getting shots off on target, and that they're 1-0 up. The goal scorer was Ethan Ross, and they have Scott Twine playing for them, which was on loan at Newport County, or who was on loan, sorry, at Newport County in real life earlier this year, but was recalled by Swindon Town. So it's really cool to see him playing for Swindon in the game, and again comparing this game to real life situations. Again, here we go, 1-0 down at half time. We're looking inspired, a few of the players. We've not really changed any elements at half time, no tactical approach, no changes to players, no formation, etc., etc., because I believe that we can get into this game here. If we can score, it'll make the difference, because it might change the dynamic of the game and turn it up on its head, and that we can get back into this game and take some confidence off of Swindon, as well as give some of our players confidence. We have more shots, more on target. Our pass completion's a bit less than theirs, and we do have less possession. But if we can score, again, as I said, this is going to change how we're playing in the game at the moment. We just have to persevere in this and hope that we can get a goal scorer that we can take in on loan. Toure, good finish there. It's his 7th goal of the season. Good breakaway, good pass, especially down that left-hand side there. 1-1, I will take this, happy in the game. Swan's not doing too well, rating 6.4. Hawkins isn't doing too bad, isn't doing great. 6.4 rating at the back here, so we don't want an underperforming player in our defensive areas, so we're going to make a change here for him. And can we bring on some fresh legs for our number 6 on the right hand side? And let's try and bring on Lewis Collins, one of our Youth Academy products. So here we are. Can we bring on some fresh legs at the back, which make a difference, and some fresh legs at the front in the attack? So a recommended change there by Hats. Oh, awful defending there. Not sure what went on. Free kick, little pass into Friars. Friars the pain. Breakaway, great run behind by Ross. Not dealt with by Lewis. Then when he wins possession, he just passes it back into the box, which is one of your massive no-no elements. And bang, all they had to do was finish that goal. So a very poor goal to have conceded there. Very, very poor. It just shows the players which are rushing and they're not thinking about their decisions in the game. Here we are now, 2-1 down, disallowed goal, down to 10 men. Things are really starting to go Swindon's way, and it's going to add a lot more confidence onto them. It also means being down to 10 men that they can have more opportunities and overload in the game, and that they could end up scoring goals as a result. Exeter are only 2 points behind us with a game in hand which they're yet to play at the moment, so this could mean us dropping to the bottom of the table if we lose, if Exeter win. There's a lot for us to analyse here and take away, because again, our defence is shit. We need to seriously sort out this defence, no matter who we seem to be changing, no matter if we have a bit of consistency in there, if we're chopping and changing or having this consistency. We're playing players in different positions, so we might have Scott Bennett and Matty Dolan at centre back positions, or we might play Bennett at right back. We might play Lewis Twamley at left back. We might play Aaron Lewis at left back or right back. We got Liam Shepherd out injured at the moment, which hasn't resulted well enough for Lewis. Unlucky there. Could have got back in the game again. Another disallowed goal. Bang. Good. I'm glad Swindon's was disallowed. Great counter-attack for them, and goal to have scored because they would have won 3-1 there. Again, bang. Squat Twine. Thank you very much. They're going to be absolutely laughing their heads off. So, a poor result for us. 2 disallowed goals. 3-1 down to Swindon. Down to 10 men. Some absolute dire defending once again. Poor attacking elements. Lewis Twamley here, yellow card. Glad that was only a yellow, but again, we're really struggling, and it's not good enough. I don't think it's a case of the tactical approach. Bang, 4-1. This is a disgusting result. I always hate it when players score their first goal of the season. We're 16 games in and their first goal of the season comes against us. So if it shows that they can score against the other teams, then we must be really poor for them to score their first goal of the season against us. I believe if we could have won this match, if not pulled a draw away, losing 4-1 is a bit of a disgusting result in reality. We're just not performing. As I was previously mentioning, I don't think this all comes down to the tactical approach. I think this more comes down to the shit players that we have available. And this is I got a lot of respect from in real life, but in terms of what we got available in terms of the game and their performances right now relating to the game and game only, they're shit players at this moment in time because they're not performing to the standard that they should be performing to or to their ability. So therefore they've dropped into that category. We are now struggling. We're on minus 10 goal difference. It's all at extra to try and win, and if they win, they may end up turning things around and playing into 23rd or 22nd, depending on what kind of win they have. But at the end of the day, they now can pull themselves off bottom spot, and Newport County will find themselves at bottom of the table. We do have an away game against Carlisle in the FA Cup, which is going to be the first round. I hope for a good cup run and that we can take some positives and try and get a win, but it's just not good enough. We're just not performing well enough. We've brought in quite a few transfers, whether it's been on a free, whether it's been on a loan. We've pulled some players in from our academy under 23 level, have been performing well, but at the end of the day, we're just not performing well enough, and we need to certainly improve this. We need to do it sooner rather than later. We're really struggling, and we need to find some points from somewhere as well as a bit of inspiration. I would like to beat Carlisle. I think this will give us a bit of confidence and show what kind of quality we have. We've had some great cup runs, so I don't see why we can't have a good cup run this year despite the poor performance in the league. And if we do have a poor performance in the league but have a good cup run and we go down, we can take that as a certain positive, because we're not expected to stay up. We're just expected to be in this relegation fight. So we could relate this back to when Wigan Athletic won the FA Cup many years ago but found themselves relegated. Okay, Lewis Collins seems to be doesn't seem to be himself. We've not the first time I've had this issue with him. He has been struggling at the moment, so start you in cup games. Yeah, okay, thanks boss. But realistically, if you're not performing, Lewis, and you're not scoring, and you're not making assists, you're not coming off the bench making a difference. I do understand that not starting games may be a bit of an issue for you. You're not finding a consistent run. You may not have confidence constantly coming off the bench, but you are getting that game time. But if you're not coming off the bench making a difference, then why would you force yourself to get a start? We need you to perform a lot better than you have been, and we really need to turn our fortunes around in terms of what we're doing here. So we're going to agree with Lewis to try and give him some more game time, because I don't want to lose him, because he does have potential. And if we do get relegated to League 2, it'll be great to have one of our existing Youth Academy product players who does have a bit of experience and quality, and that we're able to go on and hopefully utilise him in next season. So not just thinking about this season, but thinking about the season ahead and how we manage our players certainly going forward. So here we are, we're all up to a good fitness test here at the moment. Tactical meeting, yep, let's make the changes, find new hats. Let's have a double check here, quick pick. Okay, Danny Rose, not played any games yet for us this year. Josh McEachran is on the bench, former Chelsea player. Ryan Hillier's on the bench, available for around 23s as well. Twormley, Labs, Yannick Toure's drop, Matty Dolan, Scott Carson. Okay, we're not off to a bad start in terms of our team selection here. We do have one of our players, Mazid Ogungabo. There we go. He's only played once for us. Very, very average. Rating at 6.5. Did come from Arsenal. I was hoping that he'd have a lot more influence. So into this game we go. Let's hope that we can pull off a result in this game. It'd be great to get a win, and it'd be good to progress into the next round of the FA Cup. And we can use this as a bit of bit of an incentive for the players, fans, and certainly myself when it comes to the board at the end of season performances. And let's hope that the run can work out our way, or certainly my way. But here we are, we're continuing this journey now. We're not off to a bad start. 6 minutes in, we've yet to concede, but it's a good save there. Good little bit of football there from Carlisle. They put on the pressure. Collins here down the right hand side should have got his cross off a lot sooner. Just blocked. Out it goes. The defender will be happy with that. We just don't seem to be right at our defence. We're not doing well enough. We need to certainly turn things around and improve. He's dribble, carried, good. Kings picked it up. Baptiste there, played it into midfield. Carlisle picked it up. Dom Telford now on the left side. Good, we got a goal there. 1-0 up. Swan, 6th goal of the season. 1-0 up. Come on, Newport County. 1 shot, 1 on target. Carlisle are 3 and 2. It shows that they can easily get back into this game. And with a bit of clinical finishing, that they could turn things around to their fortunes. But at the minute, we need to sharpen up on our defence, and we need to try and make sure we maintain our lead, and hopefully we can score another goal, and then Carlisle may end up not approaching the game in the way that they want to, because we have taken the lead and things aren't working out for them. They seem to be breaking away quite a lot for us, quite a lot for themselves against us, and they're trying to get shots off early and testing our goalkeeper. They're picking up quite a lot of corners as well, and it's just where we seem to be defending more than anything. So this game could easily turn around into Carlisle's favour. Here we go, good save again. It just looks like it's going to be sooner rather than later that they're going to score, and I really hope that they don't. But we've really paid off with the one chance that we've had on target, and it shows what we can do when we get that little bit of time and luck. Just need to do well defensively. Again, really hope that we don't concede and just try and play our game and just try and get a second goal in here. There we go, Demetrio, not good enough on that cross look, straight into the defence of Carlisle. There we go, press. Don't get dragged in too much. There we did, we got dragged in. Bell picked it up, left foot, it seemed bottom right finish for him. Left of King, suddenly Carlisle are back in the game. All the stats are in their favour. They're playing the game that they want to play, and this game is all to take for them within this. Here we go, good, 2-1, good there. I'm glad we have scored. Really important goal for us to have scored. So we're back in the game. We've taken the advantage. We're 2-1 up here. I really hope that we can maintain this lead now, and that we can certainly get the win. They've had a lot of shots, a lot on target, but if we can take chances like that and show what we can do, 3-1 up, let's use our fortunes. We've scored 3 out of 4 on target. Very positive, very happy with this, so thank you very much. Baptiste for Dolan, yes, if you think so. Okay, let's make that instruction change as well. Thank you, Hats. That's why you're the assistant manager. You've got a different pair of eyes on it than me, and I will take your feedback and make the changes that we feel are necessary. Okay, 7 shots, 4 on target. We can certainly turn things around defensively and prevent the amount of shots that they're having. So we really need to improve here. Good defending there by Evans. He's on a yellow card though. He's averagely rated at 6.4. Bit of a poor game from Jack Evans. Not a suggested change, but let's make the change and get the experienced Josh Labs on. Come on, Labs, straight in the midfield. Good save there off King. Thank you very much. Okay, we've got the experience on now. Let's hope that Labs can keep his head, keep his cool, and can help us see this game through. Our young Arsenal man, or former Arsenal man, at centre-back here is on a yellow. Scott Bennett's on a yellow. So 2 of our defence are on yellow. This is a bit of a cause for concern. Seddon's taking him clean out there as he's trying to get down on that left side. So Collins has an average rating of 6.5. He's asked for the start. We've given him the start, and he's averagely performed. This is why you're not getting starts, Lewis. But we can, hopefully you can turn things around in the future weeks to come. Let's bring on Yannick Thierry on the right hand side, and let's hope for a bit of an improved performance, and let's put on a bit of energy, and let's hope we can see this game through with a win. I don't want to concede any more, because if we concede any more, it's going to let Carlisle back in the game, and they're going to believe that they can score, and it's certainly going to allow them to try and find some confidence from somewhere. We just need to keep defending, and hopefully that we can either get another goal, or that we just see this game through, and that we maintain our level heads, and that we're focused. Here we go. Good. We got a penalty. Good. Perhaps he should have got his cross off sooner, but it doesn't matter. We got the penalty. Second goal of the season, Matty Dolan. Thank you very much. We will take that. This is definitely confidence for us, and we can definitely show that we can upset the apple cart. But it's 4-2. Carlisle are only 2 goals away now. 19 shots, 9 on target. If they're a bit more clinical and score, it certainly can turn things round, and they're going to be back in the game only needing 1 rather than 2 if they do score. Oh my days. What shoddy defending. Look, all he had to do was control it. And King, what? King just literally just went, oh no, it's going in. Oh, that 4-3, they're back in the game. Can we see it through? There's 5 minutes added time. This is not good. We got a corner. Let's slow it down a little bit. No, we don't want him to break away. Oh, I'm glad he was offside because he looked like he was on the score. Telford, good. Thank you very much, Telford. 5-3. I think we're definitely coming away with the win here. That we can score when we get our game going. That we can find confidence. It just shows where our defence needs to sharpen up. Not good enough to have conceded 3. Realistically, if our attack wasn't doing that well, then it would have been our defence that would have cost us the points in this game. We certainly need to make big improvements. I'm certainly going to be looking as well to bring in the 2 strikers. That if they decide to come in, as well as a few defenders, try and bulk up our defence, bring in the energy, give us the options, and try and add some more rotation into there. But there we are. We've won in the FA Cup first round. Be very pleased that we've won and we're able to progress now. And hopefully we can take some confidence against MK Dons, which we're now hosting them in the Papa John's Trophy 7 section Group A at home. Then we find ourselves at home to QPR, at home to Peterborough, away to Crewe, and then home to Bolton again. But we have a 3-match consistent run at home, so let's hope we can draw. Let's hope that we can put together a good run and that we can put some points together and certainly try to turn our fortunes round and take some confidence. So let's hope that win has given us some pride and confidence in the style that we play, that we can end our losing run, and that we can find some confidence in this and look to move forward. So let's just move here. Our under 23s won against Dorking under 23s. Let's just have a quick look here. Mark Bowen, the Welshman, not interested in taking over at Cardiff. Let's just get a click. Currently at Nottingham Forest. Okay, cool. Cardiff, let's just have a quick look. Whoops, clicked on the City ground. Cardiff, current manager is David Hughes. He is the caretaker manager. Let's just go to Cardiff here. History, managers. Mick McCarthy was sacked after 2 years, winning only 35%, losing the same amount, winning only 35%, sorry. And is that 42? Just won't scroll down here, which is frustrating. Okay, I think it's 42 or 43. So either way, he's lost the same amount of games that he's won. He is on a great run in real life at the moment with Cardiff. Let's hope that it continues because it's good for Welsh football. Although I do prefer the Jacks, which is Swansea, over Cardiff first. But let's hope for some good runs for the Welsh clubs in real life. Wrexham obviously have some great new owners, and they seem to be on their way up. We also have Newport, which seem to be growing each year. Cardiff just do their thing, and so does Swansea, and Swansea are in playoff positions. Who knows, if things go well at Cardiff, then Mick McCarthy can get them into a playoff place next year, and we could either see Cardiff and Swansea remain in the Championship, playing for playoffs again, or potentially we could see Swansea up in the Premier League again this season, with Cardiff looking to join them in the Premier League. But we can also hope that Newport County take promotion as well, and if we were to find that two clubs, Swansea and Cardiff, were in the Premier League and Newport County were in League One, this is amazing for Welsh football and shows not only that we're rivals in real sense, but it could be very useful to work together by having 2 Premier League teams and potentially an affiliate partnership for players to come in on loan to Newport County from either of those clubs. Let's just go into here, the FA Cup second round draw. We're going to host Floyd at home, which is a National League team, which is good for us because hopefully we should win and move into the third round, and we can take another positive, another win this season, progress into the next round. and that can be beneficial for us. We're not going to appeal after Riley Towler was sent off. The Bristol man being very unlucky in some of his performances this year, but just hasn't been given a consistent enough run, which you can look at. But he hasn't done enough to secure himself a consistent run. Let's have a quick look here. Danny Rose, Labs, McAkron, they're all underperforming. That's why they're in the reserves. Liam Shepherd injured, so that's why he's there. Yes, the ex-Arsenal man underperforming. And then we have our third team goalkeeper. And Hugelworth is currently being dropped. And he's not happy in the position he's playing in despite getting game time. I think I'd be happy with having game time rather than no game time, regardless of the position I'd be working in. It's all down to your self-character, how you deal with this, as well as the confidence you can find in that role, as well as being adaptable. So here we are, we find ourselves at home. I'd really like to win this game, get a good run going. I know I did say about points, but this is the Papa John's Trophy. Disallowed goal good, because that was less than a minute and that would have been poor to have gone 1-0 down. You do pick up points in this trophy, so I would like to pick up the points in here because I'd like to progress, because it may mean some financial benefit for us, and it's always good, as said, for us to have a bit of a cup run regardless of the cup we're in. Here we go, they've broken away, very calm, collected finish. He's going to finish to the bottom left of the goalkeeper, his bottom right. There we go, bang, straight back in the game. No, Will Swan scoring his 7th for the season. It shows that we can score goals. We just need to sharpen up defensively. So I'm definitely going to have to look at some transfer targets or players we can take on loan. Defensively, we do have a big affiliate in terms of West Ham, who do find themselves in the Championship at the moment, but they're still our affiliate, and they're still going to have valuable players. So we're definitely going to look to see whether we can bring in a player from them, or a player or two, and it's not going to cost us a penny. Oh, great finish there from Yannick Toure. Thank you very much. No problems at all. Yannick is actually on loan from West Ham, if I recall, so he's not doing too badly on his loan. Let's just hope he can score a few more and that he can do a job for us. But we're still going to be looking at the transfer targets we got and up front, and now that we can only hope that Toure continues to score and find the net for us. So we find ourselves 2-1 up at home now against MK Dons in the Papa John's Trophy. Yep, good finish, Will Swan. Thank you very much. It shows that our tactics can work, and when they get going, it can happen up front, and our players can find form and they can score goals. We just need to sharpen up defensively. Oh, unlucky not to score there, but we do massively need to improve what we're doing defensively. We find ourselves third in the table, below Aston Villa under 23s. Not the greatest positions, but not bad either. At least it's not bottom of the table, and a win will be a win overall for what we've done this season, and that we can hopefully get a win at home and our second win in a row here, and try and turn our fortunes around and take the confidence away. So here we are, Josh Ian, Telford, blocked there, Toure out, corner. We seem to be taking the prerogative here. Okay, it's coming up to half time. Let's get into half time here, no probs. Telford, oh, straight across the goalkeeper. Okay, let's go straight into this second half here now. Let's really hope that we can improve what we're doing defensively, and we can continue to build on what we're doing overall as a team. Unlucky not to finish there. Their defence don't seem to be doing too well. 6.5, 6.4, 6.4, 6.7. We can certainly capitalise on this with the form of our attacking players, and that we have the opportunity to bring some players on as well up front who might make a change to the game and might have the energetic legs. But we just, oh, great finish there from Josh Sheehan, his first goal of the season. What a goal to have scored though. I think he's pinged that off his right foot straight into the bottom left of the goalkeeper. Thank you very much. 4-1. This is a very positive result and just shows what we can do playing football, but it also shows that the opposition can break away and that they can get their shot off, and if they were clinical enough there, then that would have brought them into the game 4-2 rather than 4-1, and it shows that they can take the opportunity to score, but we need to sharpen up, not to allow those chances, not to allow the shots, and we've also been a bit lucky there with the fact that their goal hasn't gone in. So here we are on the right side. Lewis Evans 1-2 into the box, straight into the goalkeeper, dealt with. Let's just have a quick look. Lewis Collins again performing very averagely on that right side. Let's bring him off for Hoogieworth or Hoogworth, however you want to say his name. Suddenly now they're back 4-2. Assist by Jayden Anthony, one of our former players. Yes, we're going to make tactical changes. I still want to have the energy up front. He's still underperforming, so he has to come off. I'm not happy conceding. It just shows that we're conceding too many goals. 5 goals in 2 games is too many to concede. We really need to sharpen up what we're doing defensively. We still have 2 possible changes that we can make and go into our favour. We might bring them on to kill off this game and just to give us some fresh legs in the final minutes of the game. Let's just hope that we can get the win. And a good save there. Okay, we're coming up to the 87th minute. By the time it looks like we're going to get any player on, we're going to come up to the 88th minute. So let's make some changes. Lewis Twormley, let's bring him on left back. Okay, come on Lewis, you can do this for me. Yep, let's make a swap there. Thank you, well done. Let's keep going. 2 minutes to go. No, break away, don't break away. Good save, bottom left of the goalkeeper there. Let's deal with it. Let's get the ball back. Let's deal with it. Come on, finish. Good, 5-2. That'll kill the game off. That's his 9th goal of the season. Swan's not doing too badly on his loan. Okay, come on. Good, thank you very much. 2 wins in a row, 5-2. Very positive football there. Some great form from our players. We're still knocked out of the trophy, which is very unfortunate, only finishing with 3 points. However, it just means that we can focus in other areas. And that we can take the positive win there, 5-2. We've conceded 5, scored 10. We really need to sharpen up on our defence, but I'm very happy that we're scoring so many. If we're willing to score and can score that many, as much as I'm frustrated to score, I'm not going to be bothered about conceding what we are, as long as we're winning and getting the points on the bag or scoreboard, which is one of the most important things that we need to focus on right now. So we need to continue improving. We have a lot more to do. So come on here, Newport County, we can certainly do this. We're hosting International Roundup. Keanu Marsh Brown, he's in our under-23s. Let's pop him back in the first team. Seems to be doing quite well for the under-23s, but he's going to remain available for the under-23s for 90 minutes, so we can keep getting game time. He might make a bit of a difference for us in the odd game here or there, especially as another opportunity of a winger that we can now bring on. Okay, Haaland is in the news here. Okay, 46 appearances, 36 goals, 14 assists, average rating of 8.14, 21 years of age, playing for Dortmund still. Oh, 22 here. Sorry, am I looking? Has won. That was 23 hours ago. It must have been during his time, and these players were appraised when they were here. But he's now 22 years of age, with 91 million, playing at PSG, but still on very, very fine form. And if he would stay at PSG for 3-4 years and then make a big move to the Premier League, it would be great for him, and his career would be moving in the right direction. And if he accomplished everything he wanted in the Premier League and took it by storm, then he could move to Spain, and then he might decide on another move after there in Italy, and then wherever from there can have the most glorious of career, winning it all over the world, playing for some of the world's biggest clubs, playing for some of the world's biggest managers, and playing with and against some of the world's greatest ever players, winning quite a few things on the way, and making those experiences. But anyway, back to realistic terms here at Newport County, a complete different ball game, fighting at the bottom of League One. We don't have £91 million to spend, let alone a £91 million player to have in our starting 11. So here we go into this game. We'd be very lucky to have a £91,000 worth player. So we just need to keep working and keep trying to find the right players for us. So we're currently at home to QPR. QPR are never a team to just roll over and give away 3 points. So we're going to have to work hard here and gain our 3 points. So If we could take a draw away either way, again, any point would still be beneficial as long as they keep adding up and that we can keep moving forward the points that we have available. Because again, I don't want it to be a case at the end of the season, it was just a case of a few points here or there that made the difference. Collins again's got his third start in a row. We've been supportive of the player. We've been giving him plenty of game time. He's had 3 starts now, and they've all been in a row. And if he is not finding consistency and he's not taking the game by storm, or he's not getting goals or assists, and he's underperforming and he's been subbed off twice, then he's going to go back on the bench. And as much as he's going to be unhappy about it, we can just argue the fact that he was given an opportunity and he didn't take it well enough or didn't perform to the standards that we needed or expected him to. But here we are 0-0 at half time. It's been quite even. We've had a fair few amount of shots, not enough on target though, but same for QPR. We just got to hope it continues that way as well, and that we can get a goal in the back of the net somewhere as well. We just need a few more on targets. No, there we go. Oh, Carl Naismith, 1-0 up. Poor defending once again. Josh Ian 6.4, Collins 6.4, Toure 6.4. Very, very average here in a few places. So let's make a few changes. Let's get Sheehan off because he's just been underperforming. Yannick Toure can swap for Ryan Hillier. And let's just get Collins off again on that right side. And let's get Telford on, who can seem to make a bit of a difference and score when he wants to. Again, not good defensively. And if we lose 1-0 at home here, it's going to be a very poor game to have lost. And very poor few points to have given away. So here we are. We need to improve what we're doing, and we certainly need to try and find a goal from somewhere. Breaking away, let's deal with it. Okay, if he picks up okay, just calm down. I would have been okay if he took the yellow, because he stopped a player in his tracks, but he just got a bit of a ticking off there. Doesn't matter too much. Let's move on then to the game. We need to score. See, there's just no attacking energy. There's no intent. We got Telford on, Hoogworth on, Swan on, Hillier on. We've had Lewis Collins on. Who else did we have on? Yannick Toure as well on. Got all these players, 5 or 6 good attacking players, and yet we just can't seem to find a goal from somewhere. We just can't seem to have that clinical finishing up front. We just don't have that energy where we want it to be for us to go in and score. We really need to turn things around, and we really need to find our fortunes. We're just generally struggling here to score, and some days we have a great run where we score 5, as we've seen in the last 2 matches, and then we'll come into games, concede a really poor goal, and really struggle to try and get a goal away from somewhere, despite having all these players on the bench, despite them finding form and having that opportunity to improve. But anyway, we're just going to move on, because that was such a poor game for us to have conceded in there. Again, easy points dropped. Easy 3 points there for QPR. They can be happy with that. Average typical championship game, coming away from home, picking up the 3 points. Only 1 goal, sludging away through a win. No real attacking intent or defence. They made changes. They got more shots, more on target. We did make the right changes, but we didn't get our game going either, because we just weren't on the right form. We're now at home against second place Peterborough, who are in, I believe, first or second place in real life as well, fighting for promotion to the championship. And they've had some excellent results this year. They've lost a few which they shouldn't have lost. But anyway, this is going to be a tough match for us in terms of the simulation, by being at home to Peterborough. Anyway, let's move forward here now. We can only hope and look to play our game, and let's try and get the 3 points. Every game is all about 3 points, but if we can pick up a win despite our losses, then that's huge for us as well. Again, we're not expected to stay up. Jardine can be unhappy from Wolves. He's just not playing well enough. Just not well enough. The board are not expecting us to stay up. If we can be in that fight rather than just sit bottom of the table, and try to get some wins in here and have a good FA Cup run. I think the board will be happy, even if we do get relegated, because they never expected to have gone up last season, and even though we have gone up, they're not expecting us to stay up either. So realistic terms from the board. Again, as I've said in previous episodes, I really hope they keep me in charge, even if I get relegated, because I would like to stay with Newport County for as long as possible and see where this journey takes me. And I certainly believe I can turn things around and get them promoted again. And if we get promoted again into the Championship 1, I'd really like to see what tactical approach I'd make, what players we can get, and how things may possibly be different for us. Anyway, here we go against Peterborough. Baptiste injured 1 to 4 days, so that means he's now going to miss this match. He's a very important player who is on loan from West Ham because of the amount of games that he is playing for us. And although he's not on the greatest of forms, he's not on an awful form either. So here we are heading into today's match on the 19th of November 2022. We are hosting Peterborough at Rodney Parade, and we're looking to have some changes in the way that our fortunes have been going. Anyway, Lewis Collins is not getting the start just because he's asked for them. We've given him the opportunity. Keanu Marsh-Brown, who's done quite well in our reserves, is going to get his first start in the first team this year, and hopefully can be a very positive start. Add the energy and the form that he's had in the under-23s, he can have in the first team as well for us. Here we go, Lewis on that right side here. We really need to be making the right movements and changes in this game. If we can get the half-time and not concede, it's certainly going to be a positive, but I don't see that happening because the attacking intent that Peterborough are displaying already and the amount of crosses that they're getting in, so they're going to want to get shots off. Good defending there. Yep, there we go. If I said if we get the half-time, I didn't expect us to. We're 8 minutes in. We're now 1-0 down. You know, what realistically can we do? We just don't have the players for it. We don't have the tactics to adapt to it. The only thing we could do is just literally try and park the bus, chuck one up front, just go back to Route 1 football, long ball, and just try to get a goal in. But we're going to try and stick with our game because Will Swan has scored there. If we stick to our game and our principles and try to play the way we are, then hopefully we can get goals in from somewhere. Hopefully we can try and get results. A bit like Sheffield United this year in the Premier League. They have been stubborn by sticking to their principles and style of play. Perhaps it has cost them at times, and that's why they're sat bottom of the table. But at the end of the day, is it a question of is that all they know? Or are they not adaptable enough to play another way? So perhaps that's why Chris Wilder has been sacked, and now they do have temporary management in charge, and that they're going to try and play a different way, or whether temporary management are going to stay with the way that they're playing because they might believe that the way they have done has given them results in real life, that they might end up turning things around because that's the way that they know. So it's certainly going to be interesting by Sheffield going down. I think it's a guarantee that they will go down this year, whether they change their style of play, who they're going to bring in as manager, and whether they're going to come back up, whether they're going to stay in the Championship. I think it's definitely something that's going to have to be analysed, and it's certainly going to be an interesting analysis there. But we're finding ourselves 2-1 down in this match. Marsh-Brown not doing well, Toure not doing well, Hoogworth not doing well, Dolan not doing well. Anything around 6.4, 6.5 and below is shocking performance. It's just not good enough to operate or perform at 6.5. We want to be hitting 7s at bare minimum in every game regardless, and then be looking for that to be a foundation. Okay, Marsh-Brown still 6.3, Hoogworth 6.5, 6.2 from Marsh-Brown. Not good enough. Perhaps he's not good enough to stand up and play into this league. Who knows? Perhaps some more game time will only guarantee that. But here we are from here. This is why football is just such an interesting sport, especially the coaching element from it, especially the coaching approach. Is that the only way they know? Can they adapt their style of play? Will their style of play try and turn things around? Can they make little tweaks? Have they been found out this season? People said the same about Guardiola and Jose Mourinho, that they've been found out, and that they're making tweaks to their style of play, but they've stayed true to their principles as well. and if they can make tweaks to the style of play and the framework around it, then it's the principles that remain in place. So we're going to bring on Hawkins here. We're going to bring off Hoogworth here. We're going to bring on Lewis Collins. Let's see if we can make an impact off the bench. I'll be happy that we scored against Peterborough. I've never expected to have drawn this game. I only expected a loss. That's just in terms of my personal knowledge going into this game and the form that they've been in. Not perhaps the right-minded approach, but it's having that realistic expectation. That's what the love of coaching and football is. Can we find the right balance? Can we know when results are going to go our way? Can we determine things? Can we make anticipations? Can we prepare? Can we set up? What confidence do we have? What resilience, emotional control, etc., etc. That's why there's so much to consider in the world of football all the time, and there's so many questions to be asked in so many different places. So here we are, 3-1 loss at home. Too many shots given away to Peterborough, too many on target, not enough shots from us, not enough on target. We're now going to go away to Crewe. We're still sat 23rd, 1 point behind Leyton Orient. We're now finding ourselves 7 points behind Plymouth, who are only 2 places above us. So if we're trying to get out of this relegation place and pull out of it, then we're finding ourselves in a really bad position, because we're really going to struggle, because we're 8 points behind Forest Green, who are 19th. They seem to be okay at 19th place there. They've pulled themselves out of relegation and turned things round. They seem to be doing quite well in terms of the points that they've picked up, but we really must be picking up the points. If we're getting up to 25 games and we find ourselves in this position, although there's 21 games left in the league season, then I'm going to be realistic and expect us to be relegated. So it's going to be interesting to see where the rest of this season goes, as to whether we get relegated, what decisions are going to be made by the board, whether I can keep the job, what run we're going to have in the FA Cup. And I certainly believe that the episodes to come in this series is certainly going to be really interesting, and certainly going to be looking at what we can do and where we can go. But anyway, here we are. We're now going to go away to Crewe. They're sat 10th, so they're not doing too badly. Obviously 13 places above us, so we do have to consider, if we were in the Premier League and say we were 20th and the team is 13 places above us, they're 7th, which would show that they're going to be a strong outfit to be against. Let's just have a quick look here. Crew. Crewe drew their last game 1-1 against Hull away from home. Ethan Hamilton, I've actually managed him on FM21 when I was with Newport County on there, and he didn't go on to have a great career in a game. He done quite well for County for the time I had him. Went on to have an average career, not too bad for a player playing championship level. So it's pretty cool to see him now playing for Peterborough in the game here. Not sure whether he does in real life as such. I suppose that's something that I can have a quick research on. But yeah, certainly that's something that I can consider researching, just focusing on the game there, and my speech got away from me. But here we go. Sheehan, Lewis, Goldworth blocked. Another Manchester United man brought down there at the back. Crew yet to get a shot off. We've got one, but we needed to be on target and scored. Collins there. Swan, good save. Swan does get his shots off. He does seem to be busy. Not consistent enough though. Again, consider the fact that he's young. Good mopping up at the back there, but we shouldn't have found ourselves all over the place and trying to deal with that and trying to recover when out of position. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target, still none by Crew, but doesn't mean anything because they can find themselves into a game at any time. 1 shot can mean all the difference, especially if it goes in. And regardless if we haven't scored, but we've had many shots on target and they score from 1, then it's going to change the complete dynamic of the game. And regardless of the amount of shots you have on target, it's the ones that go in that matter. Now suddenly Crew have turned around, they got 4 shots, 1 on target. So it shows that they can turn things round. They got the attacking intent, that they can break away on a counter. Again, we just seem to be defending every time we come into a bit of gameplay here, so we need to make big improvements. Again, it just seemed to be being outplayed, with our team just being following the ball as such, being moved from side to side. Good little football from Crew. If they can move us from side to side, play midfield, break the line, get through centre, score, it's going to be good from Crew. It obviously shows if they're moving from side to side that their retention of the ball is really, really good, and that they're going to try and find either side. But Yannick Toure there with the assist from Will Swan made Purse 1-0 up before half time. 4 shots, 2 on target, despite Crew being the better team. Can we take confidence from this? Can we sharpen up on defence? They've had 14 shots, 4 on target, a lot for us to improve. Here we go into the second half. 1-0 up at half time, Newport County. A lot of areas for improvement, a lot for us to do. Here we go, 1-2, 1-2. Oh, good finish there by Toure. We found ourselves 2-0 up. Here's 10th goal of the season. We're going to take confidence in this. We really need the 3 points, and against Crew, the 3 points would be vital. I really hope, if we do go down the board, consider the fact the way we play football, the way we set up. It has been attacking. It has just been down to some of the players we've had. Perhaps they've not stepped up. Perhaps they haven't found the form. Perhaps League One is too challenging for them. There's many questions to be asked. This is the wonderful game of football. I just really hope the board keep me in charge, but I really hope we can stay up and turn things round and find ourselves on the interesting part. Disallowed goal, good. I'm glad that was offside. Evans is on 6.4 here. We're going to make a slight change to Evans, who is in a midfield centre area. We're going to bring on the experienced Scott Bennett for his knowledge and the way he can carry through a game. So his energy is going to make the difference, as well as experience here. We've got Hawkins at the back as well. Not really rated yet at the moment, so not really be too involved. He's just got to hold his position and deal with everything that comes his way. We have 1 sub remaining. Recommended Demetrio Hawkins, or Hawkins, however you want to say his name, is at 6.5. Sheehan's at 6.5 as well. What other subs do we have available? Let's have a quick look to the bench. Wayne Hatswell, assistant manager. Our 3 attacking players all in green, 7.37, 8.1, 2 goals scored. Do we have another centre mid we can bring on there? Yes, we do. The young on loan boy who Jardim was unhappy with the amount of game time that he has not been given. Josh Sheehan now finds himself on a yellow card, but that doesn't matter because he was about to be brought off. Glad it wasn't a red and we can remain at 4-11. If we can keep the clean sheet, cool beans. If we don't, then again frustration, and that we are conceding too many, and that we do need to sharpen up. So here we go on a counter attack. There we go. I would have put money on them scoring and would have put money on us conceding, because it's just obvious, because we just can't keep clean sheets. We just can't stop goals from going in. We can't keep clean sheets. Again, Yates breaking through, seems to be away running. Every time he gets an opportunity, seems to be a threat. It's just not good enough. We need to deal with it. Offside, 3 minutes to go, delay the game. Minute to go. Can we score? No. Goalkeeper's picked it up. Counter attack. Yates is carrying. He's passed it through centre mid. Yates back on the ball. Was that Bennett then who come in, or Baptiste come in to mop up there? Here we go. They're back in the midfield third. We're in possession of the ball. Let's take our time, King. Take your time. Kick it out. Thank you, referee. We will take the 3 points away from home. We're looking motivated. We're looking inspired. Good. Positive result. Let's try and win against Floyd now at home. Or Filed. Not sure however you say it. Few mispronunciations. Again, as I've always said, I feel a bit like a Paul Mason here. Every time I get a pronunciation wrong. So I'm really sorry for that. If you want to correct me, no problem. But here we go. We're just about to go. Scrimshaw. I would absolutely love Scrimshaw. I would love him. They don't want to sell him. He's worth more than we've got available. He's not played in the first team. He's doing okay in reserves. He was getting plenty of first team action with us. Can we make an offer? No, because we don't have the money to make the offer. Can we make a loan offer? Not the time to make the offer yet. He's listed for loan. I'm really interested. We're not the only club. We're the only club. We're majorly interested. So I really hope for a fact that we can go in and sign him. No, I want to keep scouting him. I want this boy. Can't add him as a transfer target. He's definitely on a short list. I know. I want him. He was a great great player for us. He was scoring for fun. Daryl Doyling, he's worth 4.1 million. Would Chelsea let him come in on loan to us? Who knows? Let's hope that they would. They may not say so because he'd be worth more than all of our squad put together times 4. Jaden Anthony, he's done quite well. We did sell him to MK Don, 6.4 free, 6.4 overall rating in the league. That is very, very poor. Very poor, I would say so. We now find ourselves 22nd, with Leyton Orient dropping to the bottom of the table. Exeter have now moved off bottom of the table, which they'll be happy with. Plymouth do have a game in hand and they're 4 points clear of us. We just got to hope that we can keep stringing together some results, keep picking up the points and keep trying to turn things around. There's a lot for us to do, a lot for us to work for. I really believe that we can do it and that is going to come. But let's try and move forward and see what we can do. So let's try and get a win at home here in the FA Cup. Come on, Newport County. Okay, let's hope that we can win this game and now progress into the next round of the cup, which I'd be really, really happy with. So let's try and continue with our performances. Let's try and take some confidence away and let's try and hope for the 3 points. So here we go. Let's move into the next round. If you're staying with this series, then awesome, cool, really, really appreciated. Loving the fact that you've been following if you have. If you picked up on any time, please watch the other episodes. Please continue with the other episodes. If you want to ever link up on a Zoom, chat about Football Manager, I'm always up for that as well. Even if it's a Zoom about Football Manager itself. Cool, I'm Football Manager, football, gaming, anything like that, I'm always up for it. Coaching, anything like that, that'd be cool as well. Just love football, love gaming, love streaming, trying to make improvements all the time, then cool. One thing I'd set myself, a little bit of a challenge or a little bit of a core thing that I thought of the other day, was that if I find myself going to another club, for example, say Portsmouth, then I might buy myself a Portsmouth first team actual top, and then I'll just take a picture and amend it on each of the thumbnails and clip arts that I make for the game and the series itself, which I think is going to be a pretty cool feature. Let's just hope that I don't have too many clubs, but it is a cool way to accumulate shirts. If you can see behind me, there's a bit of a pink shirt there, and that is Margate for this season. And I did buy their top, which was made by O'Neill's, because it was just beautiful and I love the way they marketed it at the start of the season. And commercially they did say that was beneficial to them at the start of the season for the type of top that they released and the design on it, so that was pretty cool, and that is part of my collection. I love collecting football tops. I will go out and buy a football top if I go, right, oh, that's lush, it looks really good this season. I just, one of my favourite things to do is collect football tops. I am wearing a Chelsea top. Chelsea is one of the teams I support. I support Chelsea and Newport County. Throughout the series, you might find myself wearing other football tops, so it's going to be interesting to see what ones that I will be wearing. You may see me wearing all bits of training kits, because I do have plenty of training kits which I bought for different football teams. But anyway, here we go, and we're into this game. Unlucky there not to get 1-0 up, but we're 4 shots off. We're seeming quite positive. Cool, we're 1-0 up. Matty Dolan there scoring. Thank you very much. We will take that, Matt Dolan. Thank you. Let's just hope we find ourselves continuing to score and we can progress in this game. We don't want to be giving chances like that away. Let's try and turn things round here from a defence to attack point of view. What's our transition? Here we go, 1-2, 1-2 down the left hand side. We're in the box, they've dealt with it, they've cleared. 7 shots, 2 on target for us, no shots for them. Good, we've tested that goalkeeper there, we've looked for the corner. We've got a look for the corner on the shot there, but then we've ended up gaining the corner. We tried to get it up over the top behind the defence there, and lucky not to get the control and a little bit too heavy. Toure there, and lucky our other right hand man there, Swan wasn't running in, and we could have just passed it across the box and had a nice easy finish. But we find ourselves in possession of the ball. Attack, final third area now, midfield. Good, we got the shot off again, testing the goalkeeper. Great day for him to have plenty of opportunities to be tested. 10 shots, 5 on target, very, very positive. 1-0 up. I would like to have scored a second or maybe third by now, but let's be realistic, we're only 1-0 up. But we don't want to concede because this will change the entire dynamic of the game. And we've also, there we go, 2-0 up. Will Swan, 2-0, thank you very much. Let's take the confidence, let's get our game playing. I really believe that we can turn things round this season, and that we can pull out a relegation. We just need a bit of a run, and we need a string of results, and we need to be a bit more positive about the way we're doing things as well. But here we are, come on Newport County, can Swan, it's off the post, unlucky. Here we go, unlucky there, just swang it round, coming on that right side. Come on County, oh, unlucky. Okay, 2 minutes to go. 2-0 up half time. Thank you very much. Very positive that we are 2-0 up at this moment in time. Just got to hope that we can continue to get a positive result here, and where we can continue to go after this, and we can take some confidence and get our game playing. Collins on the right side, he's now been given another start. He can't argue with the amount of minutes he's getting or the starts. He just needs to find himself scoring or getting an assist. Disallowed goal there, bit unfortunate, but I'll be happy with the fact that we've taken it. Although our attacking players, Sheehan, Forendorf, Swan and Toure are all in their greens, all above 7s. Evans there, defensive, 6.7 there. Collins is only on 6.4. It just looks like he's not stepping up, he's not performing. Perhaps his confidence is affecting his performances, and that's why he's not doing so well. But we need to make changes that are beneficial to us. Let's get Collins off, let's get Hoogworth on that right side. Everyone else seems to be in green, bar Bennett, who was brought on from the bench. So let's continue here, let's get through the game. Lucky there over the post. Okay, saved there by King. We're 2-0 up. Oh, we've conceded. Why are we always bloody conceding? Is that Jack Rolls, the former Spurs man? Why are we always conceding? Always conceding. No matter who the opposition is, no matter the competition, no matter who we have at back, we just concede. Good, 3-1. I would expect us to have scored another goal, especially after conceding here. Not happy with that. Deal with it, 10 minutes to go, let's get the win. Come on Newport County, we can get the win here. Come on, let's make it 4. Oh, good save, or just over, sorry. 21 shots, 10 on target. We should be doing more to score more, especially against this National League opposition. Dolan, Farendorf. He's holding, he's getting into the corner, he's got experience there. Unlucky there by Sheehan not to get the shot off or chip the goal. He got the shot off, sorry. Unfortunately not to have scored or chipped the goalkeeper there. Sheehan there, trying to break the lines. Didn't happen. Okay, 3-1. Thank you very much. Next round of the cup. We seem inspired and motivated. Team talk was dealt with by assistant manager Wayne Hatswell. Well done, second round, £58,000. Any money that comes in is very beneficial. Our next game, we are at home to 13th place Bolton Wanderers. We seem to be doing okay against Bolton Wanderers when we play them here and there. We do then have Forest Green away from home, Oxford, Gillingham and Accrington, which all follow with 3 games at home. So I really hope that we can turn things around. Plenty of games left to come, plenty of points, plenty of different opportunities for us to improve. I don't mind us. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in 7 we've won 4, we lost 3. I don't mind a bit of a run like that because we can get points and we aren't getting wins, and it's better than having a complete run here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 without a win. So if we can get wins amongst the losses, stop the loss, the run of losses coming, then it's certainly going to benefit us. So we're not doing too badly, a lot for us to improve. Sat 22nd, we've seen to continue to find ourselves sat in relegation, but we've moved ourselves up 1 place, which is really positive, so there is a lot to play for. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I thank you very much for following in this episode once again. I really hope you're continuing to enjoy the series. I will make little tweaks. You will see me make improvements as I go along. There will be different ways I play the game. There will be different ways I record and upload, etc., etc. I'm really looking forward to just playing around with things. Continue to stay with the series. Again, engage with me. As I said, I'm always up for Zooms with people who love football, love Football Manager, want to talk about it. Love that. That's really, really cool. Well up for that. But yeah, continue with the next episode. I'm looking to get 2 or 3 more out by the end of the week, with it being half-term week and enjoying that time off. So just trying to get a few more episodes in and around and uploads, and hopefully a few more views and engagement and the audience with what's coming. If you see it, cool, like it, subscribe, follow, engage me on Twitter. Hopefully I will have some Twitch going on this in future weeks, as they look to improve the connections in the local area. I hope to have a few more videos up rather than just Football Manager, and hope to have a bit more of a game collection and be playing around, and just getting a few more clips, etc. on there. But I thank you for this episode, guys. There's a lot to come. I hope to see you soon. Please keep engaging. Please keep following. Stick with it. Enjoy it. Please just give me feedback. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Take care. Red Tonto 13. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch is on its way to come in and developing. Stay safe. Newport County, one club, one journey.